The Gingerbread Girl by Lisa Campbell Ernst. The Gingerbread Girl. You may remember the sad story of the gingerbread boy. He ran away from the lonely old woman who begged him, as well as many other hungry characters. His dash through life was ended in one greedy gulp by a sly fox pretending to help him cross a river. This is the story of his younger, wiser sister. A full year had passed since the lonely old woman and the lonely old man had lost their gingerbread boy to the devious fox. They were even lonelier than before. "Let's bake again," suggested the old man one morning. "But what if the same thing happens?" cried the old woman. "I couldn't bear the loss. Let's make a girl this time and decorate her with candies. Surely a sweet little girl wouldn't run away," answered the man. So they mixed up the dough, rolled it, and cut it out. They dressed it with as many candies as they could fit of licorice whips. "She is sweet," gasped the woman as she slid the cookie sheet into the oven. While the lonely old woman and the lonely old man stood watched by the oven, they talked, remembering the gingerbread boy's short life. He never should have run away. He never should have dressed with that fox. He never should have run away. He never should have dressed with that fox. Trust with that fox. As the new cookie baked, her mind woke up and she heard everything. Sweet or not, she thought, things will be different this time. When it was time for the cookie to be done, the old woman carefully, ever so carefully, cracked open the oven door to peek. Bam! Out jumped the gingerbread cookie, running toward the door. The lonely old woman screamed, "Stop, stop!" and the lonely old man came running. But the cookie was already out the door and headed down the same path that her traveled. And the woman chased after her. "But she, I'm fast. Run all you want, but I've learned from me." To the gingerbread girl called, "Chase if you want. I'm faster than you, although you have 4 feet and I'm only 2. With a leap and a twirl, you can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." Now the cookie were heard across the playground. The gingerbread girl waved to them all as they joined the chase with their teachers. And she sang, "I know that it's snack time and you want a sweet. Come follow along and you'll soon have a treat. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread girl." Finally, the gingerbread girl came to the same river her brother had tried to cross. Who should be waiting for her but that same devious fox? "Hello, my pretty," cried the fox. "I was a friend of your brother's. It looks like trouble runs in the family. Do let me help you across the river. Just jump on my tail." The gingerbread girl shivered, then sang in nearly a whisper, "Do I have your promise for a safe ride to shore? You won't drop me or eat me. That's all I implore," the fox chuckled. "I promise, my sweet little tidbit." And the gingerbread girl gently climbed onto the fox's tail. On the fox's tail. The instant The instant the gingerbread girl climbed on the fox, he dove in the water, ready for a fabulous piece. Ooh, the water's so deep. Move to my back, he interested, thinking this cute cookie was even dumber than her brother. Anyone could hear me all. Yeah, could. Could. Anyone could tell by looking at her that she was on airhead. The gingerbread girl did what she was told. That's a good little girl, the fox said with a snicker. Oh my, the water is deeper. Now, move to my head. No sooner had he spoken these words, so the gingerbread girl leaped onto his head. The gingerbread girl leaped onto his head, pulling off a strand of her own leathery licorice hair. With the next thing, and a ranch hand, she triple-looped it around the fox's snout and tied it off with a half-hitched knot. You're right, she whispered into the fox's ear. I am good. The fox snarled and struggled in strange thrashing about, but the gingerbread girl hung on, turning him back toward the crowd, riding the fox like a bucking bono. The gingerbread girl whizzed past, singing, he'll run with a leap and a twirl. Come follow me, I'm the gingerbread girl. The awestruck crowd followed all the way back to the lonely old woman and the lonely old man's house. The gingerbread girl rode into the kitchen. Secure, the fox jumped on the table, and she measured and mixed with a leap and a twirl, singing, I'll bake you some more. I'm the gingerbread girl. The old woman and man quickly joined him in to help. Having a happy houseful to feed from that moment on. Of course, they were never lonely again. And what of the fox? The gingerbread girl was definitely able to teach him some manners, using gingerbread crumbs for treats. Most days you could see them riding across the countryside and hear a small voice drifting in the breeze. We'll run with a leap and a twirl. I outfox the fox. I'm the gingerbread girl. The end.